Hey guys, I hope you're doing so well. In today's video, we wanted to show you that planting season has begun here at Set Apart Farm and Gardens. It is mid-February. We started this video a couple weeks ago when we got our first perennial load from Walter's Gardens. So we wanted to show you guys that whole process in potting them up. We use these big gorilla carts. We fill them with soil that the perennials will like, that is nice and lofty. And then we get either the plug or the bare root planted up in it and we put biotone fertilizer in the perennials, and they all stay outside, and I will show you an update of that. So we usually have one or two people, usually guys, that help just fill this with soil, constantly filling because the bags are heavy. We get the gallons filled with soil or the quart trays, and then another several people that are just potting up, so it makes it go a little quicker. And then over here we had our box of tags and then one of our box of quart pots. So we had two pallets that came. One pallet was completely full of, it was kind of like a crate full of the plug trays, and then the other pallet was half full of pots with boxes like these, our Proven Winners quarts, and stacks of the gallon pots and the premium gallon and trade gallon. And then the other half was all the boxes of bare roots, and I think I got some footage of those, not of the pallets, but after we took them apart, so we will include that for you guys. And then when we're finished potting up, we put them all out here. They are on the outside nursery tables that do have sprinklers, but we're getting a lot of spring rain. But these basically are hardy enough to stay out here, so we get all these tables filled up, and this is our perennial section. So we'll show you some footage of the whole process and what that looks like.
A little woody.
Okay guys, here's the beauties we got planted up. I apologize, it is so windy out, so I hope the audio is okay. I'm gonna roll through it pretty quickly because there's so many, but we will do more tours as they grow. Look at this gorgeous plant. It stopped me in my tracks because it looks like a little house plant sitting here. This is the Pinkablu Pulmonaria. Isn't that gorgeous? They develop beautiful flowers, and we have some planted by our front porch, and it is already blooming. We are in South Carolina, so ours probably bloomed a little earlier, or got like a artificial, or what is that called? Fake spring tricked, but they are so pretty. Look at these, they're just gorgeous. So these are all the perennials. We're moving over here. Look at this little baby Jack of Diamonds, Brunera. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I love them. Gonna roll through over here. It's getting windy. And then we have the dressed up ball gown heuchera. I'm trying to get the names exactly right because in my head they're right, but Sebastian always says when I say them they don't come out right, so I'm trying to make sure they are exactly correct for you guys. They are just gorgeous as these teeny tiny plants. Oh, so beautiful. Look at all those, and then this beautiful color right next to it. Look at that, guys. Oh, so pretty. This is the Dulce Wildberry heuchera. Beautiful color. I love the contrast on those. Lots of those babies. And then I'm so excited. We've never had this one before. Fall in Love Sweetly Anemone. That is what it's going to look at. Look at those blooms. And it's just a sweet little green plant too. The greenery in the foliage is gorgeous. I'm so excited about that one. We're gonna spin around to the back to get one of the varieties. Okay, this is the Dolce Spearmint Heuchera. I am so excited. I wanted to get this one For ourselves, I thought we took it off, but it ended up staying on the list, so I'm so excited. The bloom stalks are beautiful, and then it has a gorgeous silvery green foliage, and you can see that already in the baby plant. Look at that. Oh, so fun. That is really exciting. Okay, we had this one last year, the meant to be Queen Nectarine Agastache, and look at it has blooms on. It always blooms early. This is one of my favorites from last year because of the smell. Oh, it's like a herbal tea plant. So wonderful, so pleasant. We have the Pardon My Purple Monarda. I'm so excited. I loved our Monarda last year. And this year we got a darker, I think it's a darker pinkish purple one, and smaller. Last year we had a bigger one, and these smell fantastic. Oh. We were joking when we were planting them that they smell like Fruit Loops, a little bit citrusy. So good. Oh, look at all the big ones, or big pots, I should say. They're babies right now. They'll grow though. And then we have the double-coated butter pecan echinacea. They're babies. They're coming. So fun. Echinacea are tiny right now. Double-coated raspberry echinacea. This is so popular and so hard to get a hold of. So I'm so excited it is growing right in front of us right now. So exciting. Got lots and lots of those. Summer Song Finch echinacea. We had this one last year. So gorgeous. This one is a baby too. Echinacea love the heat, so they're waiting for the heat. Lots and lots of those. We have the drops of Jupiter ornamental oregano. This one also smells fantastic. And this one was so fun. I loved the color and the lightness in the foliage last year. Lots of those. And new to this year is the Pink Profusion Salvia. Look at that, beautiful. This is one of their top sellers, so we thought we would get it in for you guys. Beautiful little salvias. It's going to be gorgeous color. And then we've got Paint the Town Fancy Dianthus. Okay, I thought Dianthus bloomed like once in the spring and they were done. Ours bloomed all summer long. It was ridiculous. I don't know if it's our zone or what, but it's just phenomenal how hardy it was. It's evergreen forest. It's just gorgeous. Such beautiful color. I'm so excited about that one. Amazing Daisy, Daisy May. We always love to carry this one as such a staple. We have Cat's Pajamas, Nepeta, again, a staple, beautiful. And then if we come over here, we have Firefly Peach Sky Yarrow. Isn't that pretty color? I always love this one because of the ferniness. We had that one last year. That was phenomenal. There's the big ones. Look at that little creature coming out. And then next to it, Storm Cloud Amsonia. This one was a stunner. It was so beautiful having in the nursery because it just looked like exactly like that in the pots. Doesn't look like that now, but it will soon. It was so gorgeous. And then we have a bit of honey, Heliopsis. This is new. I'm so excited. We have Tuscan Sun last year. This one is littler and a little more variegated. That's going to be fun. We have the Opalescence Phlox. Gorgeous. This is a staple. We had that last year. There's some bigger bit of honey, Opalescence. Midnight Masquerade Penstemon. We had this one last year. Loved it. Look at that growth already. Those are some big root balls. Isn't it amazing that that can come from that? And it just shows when you buy a plant, if it has, you know, amazing foliage and blooms on it, that is awesome. Sometimes when we ship them, they do or they do not. Sometimes we trim them so they don't. But just as a reminder, when you buy it, you're honestly not buying it for this. You're buying it for this. So all the root system that I think I have pictures and videos of is like literally the entire pot. That is what is gold, and that is what will make the plant. So just remember that anywhere you get a plant, you're buying it for this root system. This will come, so don't worry about that, but the roots are its foundation. That's what's important. If we sneak over here, there's some bigger Pink Profusion. Stand by Me Clematis. I love this one. Little twigs right now. Some bigger ones. Here's the Tuscan Sun we had last year. That one was gorgeous. And here's the Cat's Meow I was looking for earlier. Beautiful. Look at those little sticks. If you guys want any more information, you can go to provenwinners.com and they have all the information, or our website. Set Apart Farm and Garden Ship now has all that information as well. We're gonna swing. Here's some serendipity alliums. These are always a staple. And then new to us this year that we haven't had before is Magic Show White Wands Veronica. That is gonna be fun. I've planted this before, but we haven't grown it here in the nursery. So I'm excited to have the white one. Some big gallons of it. And then more of those beautiful serendipity alliums. These are always so funny to plant because it smells like onions since they are an ornamental onion. Lots of those. We have the Wizard of Oz. Veronica as well. We had this one last year, loved it. Oops, tag is grabbing on me. Let's see, more bigger gallons of the Wizard of Oz. And then we're gonna end with the denim and lace. That's always a staple as well, those twigs. And then, oh, actually I have the lavender in the greenhouse I'll show you. Okay, look at these beauties. This is the phenomenal lavender Walter's Garden variety. I am so excited. We have this one planted in our landscape, which is why we got all these in at the nursery. And it is so tough and so hardy. I'll try to not get the wind in the phone. Try not to get the wind in the camera, but it is so hardy. It's a great lavender where we are in South Carolina with the humidity, but look at these babies. I was so impressed how big these bare roots are. They are truly phenomenal. So excited. They're ginormous, like literally filling up the whole pot, ready to go. Beautiful. Here's some smaller ones for the quart. We just are waiting on the pots for these. And then we'll grow these up as just a little bit smaller, but I want to do something really cool, like a hedge of these somewhere. They're just gonna be awesome. They're so beautiful. Here's our mulligrass lineup. These are a staple, one of our top selling perennials. Don't look like much, but they will. Just waiting on the pots that are coming today for these as well. I just wanted to swing around here and show you guys, like I said, this is a week to 2 weeks after they have been planted, and just show you kind of the process every day. We do a walkthrough, usually in the morning, especially when we have annuals, and we just check on the progress of the plants and anything we need to do or change. So I was out here earlier because we have had some pretty frosty nights. Like I said, these perennials are pretty tough, and honestly, you know, it's just like the ones growing in your landscape. If they have frost damage, there we go, there's a little bit of limpness. Honestly, check the moisture too, and that is good. It is moist in there because moisture makes a big difference, that it won't handle the frost well. But if anything gets limp or brown or dies, it's a perennial, so that's okay because it can die back and it'll just flush back new growth. So I just came out here and checked on all of these and just looked, make sure there was no severe damage or anything that we need to change. We do have a couple of the perennials, like the lavender, the mulligrass in the greenhouse, that we want to grow quicker and keep in a warmer environment, but they would be totally fine out here. These are a little brown from the frost, but nothing that is damaging to them, and they, like I said, they just handle it and they just keep growing. So I monitor all the growth and just see, see, what do we got? Yarrow, just see what we have for growth, which is always so fun. The annuals is really fun because when I go in the greenhouse, I just open it up and it's so fun, like waiting for the blooms or seeing the blooms. They are more like I have to watch them a little closer and just make sure, you know, they don't need extra fertilizer, go more on the water, less on the water. They're too cold, they're too hot. So those are a little more picky. These are, you know, just a general thing, but we do that 1 to 2 times a day. So let us know if that's something you would like to see. It's kind of like a grower's nursery check and how the plants are doing, and if you guys would like to see that process, because just like you guys check on your garden, we do it just with all of our plants in the greenhouses too. So it's really, really fun and really important. Hey guys, we are at our office with all of our seeds incubating. Isn't that fun? But I forgot to tell you one of the most important parts of our video, that we have been running our pre-order for our annuals, Proven Winners annuals, perennials, and our vegetables since I think November. We are still doing the pre-order. They are selling out fast, and I think we have most on there that we'll be able to grow this year. We try to add as much as we can. So if you're local to Greenville, you can go to setapartfarmandgardens.com If you're not local to Greenville, South Carolina, and you want your plants shipped to you, it's Set Apart Farm and Gardens shipnow.com. We'll probably put it on the screen for you guys. And that way you can check out all the plants we're growing, and then whether you are local to us or not, we can get those to you and ship them, which is so fun. So either way, we can get the plants to you guys that we're growing. I turned the camera around so you guys can see a sneak peek of all these beautiful babies. They look so good. Love it. So fun. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was just so much fun getting these planted, but getting them planted quickly. Usually they take a long time. So we had such an incredible team getting them in, so we're so thankful for that. And we're so thankful to bring you guys along that process. All right, thanks so much again, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.